Right, after all that rain, we're probably going to get wet through here, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh yeah, what's down here? So, right, first low tree with tall pack. How low can we go? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I'm through. That did my knees the world of good. And we've made it. Just before I die of heat exhaustion. Right, good afternoon, and a quick explanation. This afternoon, this weekend, I was meant to be doing my German military equipment type camp. But we had a hell of a thunderstorm last night and the ground is pretty manky and boggy. Or most of it is anyway. And I didn't fancy just laying underneath that canvas shelter. And also from sort of late evening, we've got another thunderstorm coming in. So it just wouldn't have been suitable. So I've changed plans, brought out the Brandit 100 for a road test with a monster amount of weight in it. I've actually got more kit than I actually need in there, just to see what it was like. I'm up around sort of 25 kilo plus. That was heavy bringing in, I can tell you. I haven't carried that much weight in many, many years. But the bag, you know, was very capable. It was no problem at all, and it was still comfortable. Sure, I could feel the weight walking in, but I could feel the weight on my legs, if that made sense. The bag didn't feel bad, so that's good. So I'll get set up what I've got here, and I'll bring you back when I've done that. Right, the weather's forecast is crappy. So what have I brought? The tent that's notorious for leaking. Although saying that, mine never has. But as the forecast is bad, I thought this will be a good test of it. So that's really my thinking for this video. Wet, crappy, horrible floor. This has got a really thick rubber, decent sort of bathtub bottom. So that'll be fine for that. And it'll be a really good rain test for it. I say, it's never leaked on me yet. I know a lot of people do have trouble with them, but let's hope to get a good test tonight, just not too early. I don't want it pouring down while I'm doing my dinner, but if it rains hard overnight, will be quite nice just to test it out. Right, just a quick look inside. It's UL80 sleep mat underneath, Dura 2 sitting on top, Decathlon pillow, and right down the foot end, got my bag and everything stuffed in the bottom. That's the beauty of these tents, they're so long. There's plenty of room to put stuff at the bottom rather than having it alongside of you. So the bag will be nicely in the dry, hopefully, and the little lantern hanging up ready. Right, as the forecast is a bit rubbish this evening, I brought the basher along as well. So we've got a seating area because we'll have the fire here somewhere. There'll be enough room for the two of us to sit under here if it's piddling down with rain. Let's hope not, but better to have it up and ready than rushing about trying to do it when it's already pouring down. So I think we're set. Right, it's hot and it's sticky, so we're taking 5 for a bit. We've cut some wood, but we're having a rest. It really is a bit much, so it was, yeah, it was beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock. Well, I got cider. It's cider
well, all right, cider o'clock. It's drink o'clock.
But I have got some of them.
Yeah. But we're just considering, it's only, where are we? 4:45. But we're just thinking about lighting the fire early because there is so many midges and bugs and whatever floating about. We just need a bit of smoke to bugger them off.
Driving me mad.
But of course, lighting the fire early, got to cut more firewood. It's always a trade-off. But at the moment, I'm thinking it's worth it. They are a pest.
And at least we haven't got to do it on with a Laplander. We've got my
you got bow saw, so it's not as bad a job. Don't you just hate it when your camp location is so noisy?
Bloody birds are annoying, aren't they?
Them birds, yeah. It's very quiet today.
Eerily quiet.
Yeah. I think it's because it's so still. And we were just saying, is it the calm before the storm? We'll find out later. But there's just not a breath of wind.
I can't even hear the road.
No, we've got a main road through that way.
It's not like stupidly close.
No.
Is it half a mile?
Yeah, half a mile, 3/4 mile maybe. And normally you can just about sort of hear the hum of the traffic on a normal camp. But today, with no wind, weird, isn't it?
It is.
Really quiet.
I don't know if I've ever experienced
No.
this woodland this quiet.
I'm not knocking it though.
No.
Here's the quiet camping. Right, we've had enough of them bugs. Light the fire. Let's find a suitable lighting device. Right, I'm just having my peanuts for starters because it's leftovers from the ration pack I had the other week. And then got a right homemade mixture here. I don't know where you see that with the sun on it. Basically, small tin of baked beans, small tin of sweet corn, which I drained first so I didn't want it too wet, and some special Frankfurter sausages that's got jalapenos in them as well, all mixed in. So that should be interesting. And rather than my stove, I'm thinking of sticking them in the mess tin, cooking them on the fire, just for a change. Yes, I know it looks a bit iffy, but trust me, it tastes all right. Mark's got his little pot on now, heating up some water. We're sharing the fire, so mine's done, and he's just brewing up, ready to do his oil in a bag job. That was pretty damn tasty. I haven't done that for a long time, and I've forgotten just how tasty it was. There's me sitting by the fire quietly, having a beer, looking at this tree, thinking, I'm sure that weren't leaning that much last time I was in this spot. There's a few leaves on the top, but it ain't looking too healthy. It's got a fair lean on it. And guess what? If I line up with the tree, yeah, it's right in line with my tent. Bugger. I think it's going to be safe, but I don't know. I'll just lay in bed thinking about that, so I think it's moved the tent time. Right, one house move completed. I've got the tripod exactly where the tent was, and that is that leaning tree. It looks quite straight from this angle, but it's because it's leaning straight at the camera. I don't think it would have moved, but the worry is that it's going to come uprooted from the bottom, especially if we do have this storm tonight. So I think it was prudent to move. If I hadn't have done, I'd only been laying in bed listening to every crack and movement, thinking, oh, is that tree coming? So it was best to move. As you can see, I've not moved far. Just moved over there onto another flat spot. Nothing nearby that can get me, hopefully. Right, final warm drink of the evening before bedtime. Hopefully there's just enough water left there. Because I can't be bothered to walk the massive distance to the tent and get the other water bottle out.
Did offer to get mine, so if there isn't enough, I'm going to say I'll take it.
No, there's enough there. There we go, my friend.
Thank you. Now I've just made myself a stirry stick.
Got made your stirry stick.
Would you like to test out my stirry stick?
No, because like all good campers, I've kept the plastic packet from the coffee sachet to stir it with. Just using your head. Right. See you in the morning, Mark.
See you in the morning.
That's better. Right, bedtime. Had a very pleasant evening, as per normal really. can't beat being out in the woods. Nice to get this this tent out again as well. Pig to carry because it's big and heavy, but I do really like it. If we get any rain, as forecast, it'd be an interesting test. If it does turn a bit mental and thunder and lightning and wake me up in the night, I'll do some filming, but it doesn't normally wake me up. So it's time for bed. It is. Let's have a look. Just 11 o'clock. So yeah. See you in the morning. Morning. God, it got really hot last night. It's only about 5:30. No rain. No storm. No thunder and lightning. As much as I wasn't really looking forward to packing this up damp, that was really the whole object of the exercise. It's not happened. I think it's just spitting a bit. I'm sure I can hear it on the leaves. But nothing substantial. Good morning, again. Nearly awake now. I had to get up, get in my chair, have a coffee, start to wake up. No proper rain as such, it's just spitting. Don't know if you can hear that or not. Not much. So much for that storm forecast. Always the way, isn't it? Everyone likes a bit of dry weather, and just when you want there to be rain, it doesn't happen. packed away and relatively dry. At the moment, no rain. The tent's wet, not terribly, but damp. I'm gonna have to dry that out. And the basher has got a lot of water on it, so I'm gonna have to hang that up to dry as well. But overall, a lot better than it could have been in theory. Where the storm went, who knows. Sad that I didn't really get to test the waterproofing on the Dutch Army, but on the other hand, I ain't got to dry it out too much either, so never mind. It's one of those things. Can't guarantee the weather, certainly not in this country. So next time, let's see if I can do the German camp next time. I just didn't fancy doing it in potentially those conditions, and it was nice to have the Dutch out for a change anyway. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Chat to camera. Yeah. Like, comment and subscribe.
Yeah, you're in it as well, don't worry. I've got like the full basher whip in it.